it's Jojo with Jojo Crosses, and we are on the blue section of Pinwheel today, Animal Crossing ACNH. And today we are going to be working on this whole area. Last time we did our green section, so this time we're going to do our blue section. And we have, who do we have living over here? Ione. Yes, Ione. So we're going to kind of do a little magical castle land over here. So it might have a little bit difference from what we have going on the rest of the island. But I do have some ideas of what I would like to see over here. And I kind of planned out the areas of where, because I'm going to build a big castle up here. And I was trying to make it even and so that it fits in here and stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. So what I think I'm going to do is start at the top and kind of work our way down, because I'm not sure how everything is going to fit, to be entirely honest. Also, I took out like the medieval walls, and I didn't take out any medieval walls, I should say. And all I have really is the castle walls and stuff. So I may add those in just depending on what look we want for this. So this is mainly planned on, the look of the actual, castle build that I'm expecting to see from just the castle walls. So the sizing for that. So I'm not sure on the medieval walls if they're just a little different, you know what I mean? Also the stuff I have down here, I just used different ones so I could space them apart, but I will be putting down all pattern to match so that it will all kind of mesh together. So what I'm going to do is do this top portion first, and then I will come down and do the bottom portion, and then the next level, the last level, will be at the very bottom. So yeah, we'll just go in stages, and then we have the rest of the little acre or couple acres to fill in as well. So there's going to be quite a bit. I have my pockets all loaded up, so I have everything I kind of need in there, hopefully. So we'll see if this all kind of works out. So hold on just a moment. Let me get on my handy dandy helmet here, and then we'll get started on putting down some pattern and making it look kind of cute, because I want this to actually have design all over the ground, and so yeah, there's that. I think I'm gonna use gray for the base, just because that helps it all like kind of mesh together, So let me go ahead and put my castle gate here, because that's where we need to start from. Yeah, I think that's good. And then, oh, no, you know what? No, I need to put my design down first of all. So let me get this part down too. So I think I'm going to leave the front layer on just to make it easier. I can't figure out, I think what I'll do for the design is go ahead and put down this one, which I think kind of looks really regal or really nice, I really like this pattern that I found. So we're going to put that all over the ground. And actually, you know what? I probably could just take the ground pieces off now at this point, because I know what I need, and just put the pattern down, and then it won't be stuck in this weird shape. So you know what? Yeah, let me do that, because you can see all my weeds back here and my branches. It's hilarious. But yeah, let's do that, because now that I know, 3 of the pieces on each side and the one main piece in the middle for the, unfortunately I have to use the, the gate in order to make them even, because this is the humor of Nintendo. They do not want us to have even Stevens on really anything. So it's kind of a bummer, because you really kind of have to make things oddly spread out in order for them to fit on here. So it's one of those things. So let me get over here to the very middle, and that's where we're going to put down our gate. Nope, still not time yet. Let me put my pattern down real quick. Okay, that's more like it. My brain is not braining today, so sometimes, you know. All right, and then I want to go ahead and put a castle wall here. Whoops, that's not it. Oh my gosh, where are you? Castle wall, there we go. And another castle wall here. There's gonna be a lot of castle walls, I will tell you that much. Because, yeah, they're going to be all around this whole thing, and there's 3 layers of castle. It's gonna be a big monster, I'm telling ya. So definitely a process. But there's the first one. I like that. So that's just to kind of show the background at the top, just to kind of, I don't know, so you can see it from way down below, you know what I mean? All right, and then this I just have to realize, I think I could do a tower on each side of this. I'm pretty sure I left allowances for that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put down a pattern on this entire thing. It's just that I want to do it in stages so I don't forget what's happening. So let me go ahead and put the pattern in just little by little, and that way we can kind of move along and make sure that all the spacing is correct on all the pieces. So this is where I want the tower to go, I do believe. So let me just get this down here. And then we'll go ahead and put a tower right there. So let me get up to this part. Whoops. There, here. No. Here. Me trying to find everything is like, okay, goofball. All right. I think, do I want it tucked back? I don't know that I do. I think I want it out here even with this. So then back here, yeah, so this part is going to be, so castle walls all the way around, and then also a castle gate, castle wall, and then tower. So I think that should be easy enough. I'm going to go ahead and take out all of this patterning, game patterning, and go ahead and put in my bottom floor stuff like we did on top, and it should help cover everything up. But let me try this one side first and just kind of make sure that everything fits. I also need to take out this flower. As much as I'm grateful for the 5 stars, it's not something that we're going to be like tracking on this island. It's not a goal that I had, and so it was just actually just happened, which is amazing. I'm so happy about that. But I find that if I just do my normal decorating on an island, eventually it does get to the 5 stars, as long as you have enough items out, trees, flowers, bushes, you know. The points that cause that to happen add up pretty quickly and work pretty nicely together. So all right, and I can always run to the other side too to look at the spacing, just to make sure that I'm doing what I wanted to do with this. So for the most part, this side I'm noticing is actually a little bigger than that side, isn't it? So I might need to put this out another notch, which I did not realize. So good thing I'm looking at that. Actually, why does it look the same? One. So yeah, why is there so much space between here and here? I think I might not have turned it the same way. Oh well, let's see what we can come up with here. So we're going to go ahead and put in a castle wall here. And let me push that back so it's kind of even with that. Oh yeah, I think I did intend on turning this. Because that's the only way to kind of make it line up properly, I do believe. Let's see. Yeah, so we have to do one and then turn it this way. So I think I just had it down wrong. So let me try this and see how that fits in there. There's gonna be a gap. That's so annoying. That is so annoying. I'm gonna have to put something here to block that, which is insanely annoying. But that was the intention of that. And then let me see, we had one going that way, one going this way. Huh. Did I have it pulled out here? You know what, I probably do. So let me do this. Let me get this part down and let's see if we can make this kind of mesh in here. So we'll get this patterning down. Yeah, because in order for it to line up, I think I have to bump it out just a little bit. So that's interesting. I'm not sure how this is going to fit at this point, so we'll just kind of see. But I do want to put some things inside the castle too that you can kind of get to. So we're going to have to figure out where we want the stairwells, but I do believe I'm going to try to put some stairs coming up on either side so that you can get to the top portion. And then I almost think we need to just put a little bit of something back in the back there for looks and stuff too. But let me pull this little guy out and push him over one. No, hold on, two, I guess. There we go. So is that going to work? Because we need to have one here. Let's do a castle wall here. And we need to have a castle wall right here. And let's see how these line up. No, this way. Little bugger. All right, I don't hate it. I think it's okay. I feel like maybe behind here we could maybe put a medieval wall right there. So let me load one of those in and see if I can do that real quick. All right, let's just see how this looks because I think it'll help cover the dirt wall, you know, that's showing. So let me see if I can get it to work to where it will look kind of neato here. Medieval wall. Oh, that popped in where I don't want it. Let's get more in the middle of where I do want it. Come on, girly. I need you to stand where I need you to stand. There, okay. Can I go this way maybe? Do I want to pull it out a bit? Let's see. And then if I go ahead and put my wall back here. Dang it. It always wants to fly the wrong way, you know? Alright, let's push it in. There we go. Yeah, I like that much better actually. So I think we'll do that also on this side. So let me go ahead and put the medieval wall in first before we get it closed in, you know what I mean? That way we know it's there. And I think that's as far over, yep, and far back. Okay, perfect. So let's get the rest of this because now we have kind of a map for that side and we just need to match this side. So we know it's going to be all walls around the edge and then a tower here. So I can go ahead and do that. I'll be right back when I'm done with that. All right, you guys know how much I love a perspective build, right? So I just wanted to show you that over here, when you come up this way, look at that. Is that not the coolest? Like, you can definitely see that castle. And then once the bottom level is done, I think it's going to look really cool. But I love that you can see the majority of that castle from over here. And I didn't even really try to do that. I just kind of noticed that when I was over here looking at something else, I'm like, you know what, that might be a really good view of the castle, and it certainly is. So anyway, pretty cool. Let me just finish building the rest of this thing, and well, not building it, I mean, I'm going to take you with me, but let me get over there. So now on this part where we are at this point, I've already done the second level, and then we have to do this bottom row. But what I want to do is I just want to put a few things inside this little area. I was thinking of putting a couple of trees back here if I can get them to work. Like maybe one on this corner here, and maybe one like right... Oh gosh, I did not mean to do that. Hello. That was so rude. So rude, game. No, I wanted to put a tree here. It's not gonna let me do it, is it? It's gonna make me... Okay, that's why, because these are like on the half tiles, so they're in the way. Let me see if I can get... let me see if I can get a tree in here and then a tree in here. I don't think so. They might be too close together, actually, but let me see if it'll work. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this one will go in. Yes. And then will this one go in? This is the question. It did. Oh, that's actually pretty great. So what I'll do is I'm going to go on the other side and do the same struggle is real situation over here. So it looks like we need to be out about right here, right? For that one to have worked. And then here. Oh no, that's not right. Where is the other? I know that square on the outside is correct. I think the other one is just in and back one. Okay, so let me see. Maybe this back here was pushed back a little bit more for a moment. Okay, let's see. Let's do that, and then put my let's put my design back here, and then hopefully these trees will go in. Let me pull this back forward. There we go. And then let's put our, let's do them identical. So cedar tree here. Booyah, love that. Okay, and then hardwood here. That's so great. I mean, I just love that because that'll just be sticking out the top, which is fantastico. Okay, so then also, oh no. Does that mean, oh shoot, well maybe that means I'm gonna have to have, I was gonna do inclines over there, but you know what, I guess I don't really need to. Now that I'm looking at this, there's gonna be absolutely zero reason to get up there. I was thinking, oh, I might put like a little somewhere where you can walk, but you won't be able to walk because right here you can't even get by this castle, so I think we're good. Okay, let me put down the grass around the edges. So it looks like we're gonna have wall, 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 wall. So there's 4 walls, then a tower. But I think the tower is actually gonna be, yeah, I guess it can stick out there. And then wall, 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 wall. So 8, basically 8 walls, 1 tower on both sides, looks like. This one has 1 more wall back, but that's because the water on the other side. I wonder if I could put a tower in the back of that one. And then we could possibly take out this little section of water right here. I mean, it's not the first time I've done this, so let me see. Hello. Get in there. Let's do it. Let's see if we can make it work. So then we can put a tower back here too, and then they'll be the same. So yeah, let me put down my palace walls and get the grass moved in here and all this jazz. So I know you guys don't want to just sit here watching me do all this nonsense, and then I will be back. I'm just gonna put a couple layers. I'm not sure actually, a couple layers. Let me try it. Let me try and see like what looks best for this. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Also, I wasn't able to even that out because of the river. So now that the river is gone, I could actually fix that, which would be nice. So let me do that because I had to leave this little chunk out of the back of this one. And it just felt kind of weird, you know what I mean? It's not like you can see it or anything. It's just like, well, but doesn't match. So now they'll match on both sides. And I would like that to look nice on the map too. So yeah, we sacrificed a little bit of our pinwheel shape, but I don't think too much. Let's look on our map and see what it looks like after this. Let's just see. Yeah, you can't even tell. It's perfectly fine. So let's put down our little pattern over here, and then we will move on to getting the building walls down. So I'm going to do that right now, and I will be right back with you after I get those in. All right, so far here's the side. So I put a tower in the back, the walls all along the side. Now I'm going to take this out and put a tower, and then the walls all along the front, and then another gate just like that one. And the only reason for the gate here is, well, this would probably like actually be an entranceway here, and B, because it won't fit otherwise because of the oddness of the museum. Yeah, that's how you have to do it. So anyway, let me take out some of this stuff and get the rest of that moved in, and I'll show you what the other half looks like. All right, I am at this point where I've done this half. I think that looks pretty cool on that side, and you can walk over here and see the side completed there, so that looks pretty good. And then in here, I think I want to put in one of these jail bars behind here. I've done this before. I feel like it just kind of helps hide the dirt just a little bit back there, the wall. And then that way it just looks more like a gate than anything else, you know? So I kind of like that look. So I'm just gonna push that as close as I can get to the gate. It's gonna look a little bumped out, but that's okay. And then we'll go ahead and just continue by doing the same exact thing we've done over here on this other side and around to the back, and then the castle itself should be completed. I still have this whole mountainside over here, which is just going to be a lot of trees and bushes and plants and things. And then on this front end here, I want to put just some things that you know, would go with a castle. Back here is also some more just greenery and decor. And then I'm kind of thinking like this is like the castle guard type, you know, area that you come to before you get to the castle. So I'll put some fencing and stuff behind here, and maybe like, I don't know, just a little area here that makes it look like he's kind of a security dude. I don't know, maybe we'll put a little jail over here. That could be kind of cute, right? So anyways, we'll see what we're gonna do up there, but in the meantime, and then I want to put some fencing like all along here, just to kind of accent the front of this, and then we're gonna put some plants like kind of in an orderly fashion all along here as well, and the same going along this side so that they're both equal. And it still has kind of an elegance and stuff like that. And I have some of those Turkey Day planners I want to put up here with some things on it. Just stuff like that. We'll take out the rock and, you know, all this sort of thing. But yeah, I'll come back. I'm going to do the other half of the castle right now. And then I'll come back and show you how it looks. By the way, look, did you see this little outfit of mine? Okay, never mind the placement of the acorn. I don't want you to even talk about this. Same with the backside. Look at my little acorn butt. But seriously, like, yes, squirrely pops for sure. I also have another one that I could wear too. Let me see. I think it just has a different colored blouse under it or something. Yeah, it looks like it's just a little different colors. Same style though, right? So, but, you know, I probably should be wearing like something blue right now. However, I don't have anything blue, so this is as close as we're getting today. Mint green. So anyways, that's just how we're rolling today. But anyway, let me finish this. I'll be right back. I'm just yapping. All right, I went back over here to kind of get the perspective build, see how it looks. I am very happy with it. It is, wow, a really big castle. So, yeah, that's pretty amazing, actually. Whoa, hang on, girl. So yeah, I do love that. So now we're going to go ahead and put some more design on the front. I want to go ahead and, like I said, put down some fencing along the front side of this in here, and then we're going to put a couple of Turkey Day stands out in front of this just to accentuate it. We're going to get some decor and some plants and stuff to put out in front of the castle so it doesn't look so, I don't know, kind of boring. And then we'll go ahead and just do most of the filler stuff, and yeah, so the majority of that'll be done. So let me go ahead and do that. I will just say, if you're planning on making a castle, I would highly recommend putting down the dirt marks and stuff first to plan out all the sizing, because sometimes that is the hardest part, is trying to make everything work. You know what I mean? So if you can get that stuff down already, then that's actually really, really helpful and will help you kind of just get it all into place. So I do have some fencing in my little storage container. So let me see if I can grab that out real quick, and we'll put that down. All right, well, here we are. We got, I got a few more things put down. I went ahead and put these in, and I'm gonna put in these little, where are they? Not the beautiful statue, but the valiant statue. I thought that would look really pretty out in front. And so I really like those. I'm not sure. Maybe I want to go that way. That would be really pretty. And then we'll do it on the other side as well. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put my fencing down. I have this one, which seems to match up with the colors of this castle just a little bit more. And just adds a little extra blue, extra color, you know. I kind of think that's nice. So let me throw that down. All right, I'm liking how that looks. So we went ahead and put a valiant statue on that side and one on this side. And then I've got the fencing in over here and over here. I want to go ahead and put a Turkey Day stand right out in front. I think those I saw here. Yes. Okay. So, and I realize these are not blue, but I'm not trying to make every single thing have to have blue. It wasn't a can you do the color challenge. It's just making a rainbow island. So if that's any consolation to those of you who may be like, hey, you're violating something. No, actually this was just a rainbow island that I made up and no rules. So this is just how we're doing it. And if you want to put extra little colors in, but it's just as long as the majority of the color is there, you know, I think it does the trick. So anyway, and I wanted this to look really cool and elegant-y and neat. I think I'm going to put those little Zelda flowers on top of that planter. I think it would look really cool. All right, let me pop one up here and see what I think of that. It's the Silent Princess. Wait. Oh, it won't go up there. What a flippin' bummer. Okay, well, we're gonna have to put them down below then. That's so sad. That makes me want to cry, to be honest. I forgot they can't go on top of anything. Oh, it's so bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and put down the other things that I was going to put down. So I have these little iron garden benches that I put into blue, and I thought they would be really cute over here as places to sit in front of the castle. So I'm thinking, why not just put one there, and we'll put one over here. Let me pull this way just a bit and push it back. Hello. If I didn't sit in it, it wouldn't be Jojo. Oh my gosh. I'm glad that some of my other friends out there do the same exact thing, because otherwise I'd be really embarrassed. But I watch other people's streams, and some experts, even like April Crispy, are constantly sitting on the bench, and I'm like, okay, good. I feel better about myself at this point. No offense to you beautiful people out there, but yeah, I just feel like an absolute dork when that happens. And yeah, it's a thing. Okay, I don't know if I love the spacing of this. Let me see here. Because this can go one more this way, right? So maybe we need to put... Yeah, so we'll put the bush in between there. And then let's see. Well, hang on. Do I want to smush it the other way? I might want to. Okay, so yes, because then we can match it up on the other side. Alright, take this out. Alright, and then move this way. Nope, won't go that way. Let's put the bush in right here. Oh, apparently I'm standing in the way, so there's that. Why? What on earth? Did I do something wrong with the spacing? Let's see here. I must have, because the struggle is being real right now. Okay, I was able to put it here. It looks like the same spacing to me. Let me stand here and see where it will go in. Ah. Oh gosh. Okay, well, that's how it's going to be. Alright, well that looks equal now. I don't know what I was doing, but whatever. Okay, the other thing that I want to do is I do need to find something blue to go on those stands right there. But what I really wanted to do, and I'm trying to do this in all of my builds, because I have the most beautiful friend, April Honey. And April Honey has a wheelchair that she sits in pretty much every day of her life. And the comments that I've heard is that there's not enough places that actually have like wheelchair accessibility and all of that for people like her who are in a wheelchair. And so in honor of that beautiful human, I want to give her a cute little flower colored wheelchair and put it over here, just sitting here waiting for the queen that she is, you know, because this castle definitely suitable for a queen like her. So let's go ahead and put it here, so she knows she has a place in my island and always will. And so we're gonna put that right here for her. So hopefully she will see that and know that this is her little spot, and that I love her and all that jazz. So anyway, let me figure out what's gonna go on these little Turkey Day stands, and I will be right back. Okay, I think I decided I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple of beautiful emperor butterflies up here, because they are so cute. I love them, and they're very beautiful blue. They're like my favorite butterfly in the game, these ones, and I think they are very cute in the beginning of this entrance here. And then I want to use the new planters, you know, the flower planters. They're so pretty, and I definitely wanted to use them in the entrance. Wait, whoops, no, go back over here, girlfriend. Let's see, how about right there? Yeah, there we go. I just thought make the entrance look kind of pretty. Let's see. Got some more things, you know, just things to think on. There it is. I'm like, where did it go? Did that go right where I needed it to go? It certainly did. That's crazy. Okay. All right, and then I think I'm gonna put a couple of these little silent flower princessy things here. Silent princess, is that what they're called? Yes, silent princess. Wait. Maybe I'll put the beautiful statue here. Maybe I'll do that. Let me try, let's see what I can put under the beautiful statue. She is just one big, let's put this. This is April Honey's code, by the way. She gave that to me today because I was struggling to find a good code that was actually blue, because I kind of had one that looked purpley, and she was like, hey, and look how pretty is that? Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Okay, let me put, oh gosh, okay, I have to move your wheelchair, April. I'm so sorry. Oh wait, hold on. I didn't mean to sit in the queen's chair. Let me move this over here. Here we go. And a beautiful statue next to April's wheelchair is appropriate, though. I feel like it's an example, you know? Like, hey, we have the queen over here. Yes, we do. Okay. And then let me put a beautiful statue in over here, too, because, you know, we want both sides to be kind of even. And then I'll move her back over here, closer to our beautiful statue. Yes. Is she up enough? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, perfecto. I love that. Okay. It's coming along, y'all. I do need to put in like some bushes, trees, not trees, bushes and plants, and probably some trees actually along here, but smaller sized ones so they're not taking up the space. Let me go ahead and put a bush in here. I have quite a few in my pocket. And we'll put, I like putting it in these little niche-y areas. I don't know if you've realized that before, but I do. I like to fill in the space with bushes, because I think they work very nicely for that. Let's see, let's do that and do another one here. Bruh. Okay, and then here. I think that'll look nice. And then kind of swoops you over to the left too. I'm thinking I could put some of those silent princesses like right in between these gaps. I think that would be kind of cool. Let me see. I'm gonna put one in and see what I think of it. Oh, come on. Okay, we turn it that way. There we go. And let me see how far I can push it. Just that far. Okay, so they're not gonna want to be like right where I want them, but they'll work. You know what I mean? So let me throw another one in there. And then we're gonna turn that. Oh my gosh, I can't get lined up with it. Turn it. Oh yeah, those look super cute though. Super cute. And the shame is you can't walk on those. I just don't understand why they made it that way. But let me go grab a few more. I only had 2 in my pocket. All right, I got a few more. So we're just gonna fill in this whole area with our little silent princesses. I mean, not the whole area, but this definitely, this little section right here will look cute. Put another one down here. All right, and then another one right here. I love that. I wanted to use these in this build a ton because they're so pretty and new, and I just love them. So I think that really works nicely for that. And we're definitely going to have to do this whole entranceway down here too, but it's going to probably be mostly filler. I did want to put my jail bars in over here. I'd actually like to put a few pieces up. So let me see. Oh, it can't go back. Okay, I think I can put one more here though. But I do want to do the decorating back here first. Actually, can I get to it this way? I can. Okay. Because, you know, I don't want to cut myself off from it if I can't get across. See, this is... pain in the booty, yeah. I was able to cross over. Why can't I cross back? Because this game hates me. All right, so let's go over here. All right. So back here, I think we could put maybe a bush right here. I do want to I want to do this hill though. So let me think about what we're gonna do up there. I might as well get that hill knocked out and also get this area back here done up. We just need to put filler in around all these areas. So let me put a bunch of trees and stuff in my pockets and I'll be right back. All right, I went ahead, I put a little jail over here because this is like if you misbehave and you try to get through the gates, you are going to be locked up. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a jail gate here and like here and try to line them up so that you have to kind of go through the gates to get to the castle. Because I feel like that would be a thing. I don't think you could just walk up to a castle, right? You probably have to go through some kind of a gate system or something. Anyway, let me see what I can get to fit in here. Maybe back here would be good. So let me just put a few more little jail, I don't know. I could put castle walls, but I think it'd block too much. So I think the jail cell things would actually work better, the jail doors. Okay, I went ahead and put them in. I used kind of the more silvery, I don't know, shinier ones because I felt like the castle would have like some really nice gates, you know, and since we don't have better ones than this, I could put a couple of like, I could put a couple of poles, not poles, but you know what I mean, like structures. What are they called? I don't know. They're called something. Are they called, let me think about it for a second. Okay, I got a few things to try, so let me see how this will work. If I put this over here and put a pillar here, so we have this decorative pillar, which is just a big white, that one looks very castle-y, you know, and then I have a frozen pillar, which I already think I'm not gonna like. Yeah, I don't like that. So that's a nix. We're not doing that one. Okay. The other thing is the ruined decorative pillar, which also looks fancy, but kind of looks less formal. I think I'm going with this one. What do you guys think? I think that's pretty much the way we're gonna go. So why I couldn't think of what a pillar was, I don't know. It's called old person's brain because that's what's happening over here in Jojo's world. Old, very old. I'm gonna move this over and put another one of those little patchy things right here because then at least both sides will kind of look the same-ish, you know? So let me throw that down right here just to give it some outline or whatever. And then let me move this back. I guess it was up a notch. I don't know. Let me see. Was the oh, it was sitting over there. I think that'll be okay to put it like that. You can still kind of see the gate, right? Yeah. I think that's good. And then I need to figure out what to go up here. I feel like maybe some... Oh my gosh, my dogs. Can you hear my dogs? They're completely crazy right now. I think the butterflies again would be kind of nice since we've got butterflies over here. It's just another way like, hey, you're coming into this area. So let me get a couple more of those and we'll put those up top there. All right, I did get a couple things to try, so let's see what we think. I also got this Nova Light. I thought, would a Nova Light be cuter than a butterfly? I don't know. And we already have the butterfly over there, so, you know, we could, in fact, do something different. I mean, that's not uncalled for. The Nova Light looks pretty cute up there, honestly. And we already have the butterflies over here. And, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I do love the butterfly, but I think we're going to go with the Nova Light just because something different. But I am still going to use these butterflies around the area because we need more blue items, and they're a nice little thing I can add out here, you know, on the way in that make it look kind of cute and pretty. So I'm thinking I might actually put one right here because, you know, they're beautiful and I love them. And then I'll put one right here where this other flower is because I think that would look cute too. Which way was that one going? That way? Hello, come back. There we go. I do love that. Okay, so I love the butterflies coming in. I think that's really pretty. I think right in here we're just gonna do flowers, bushes. I already put in a couple of trees just to kind of fill it in. I don't want to fill this in too much because, you know, I want you to be able to pretend like you can walk over here. Let me see about putting some steps or something this direction. I can do just some of these these ones. I've been using those as like everyday stepping around here. Let me do this. All right, and then let me turn it this way just so you can get to it. Yeah, there we go. Just to indicate, you know. And we'll just put some flowers and stuff around in here. I don't need to fill every space, but maybe. But maybe. Okay, I'm just gonna try to finish up this entranceway. So let me throw this in here and throw in a couple of flowers along the way. I just want to make it look pretty. I'm not really necessarily worried about it like being a grand entrance to the blue area because I feel like the entrance is kind of up here. So this is just kind of leading up to it. You know what I mean? So let me see. Let's put a bush right in here. But yeah, I just want it to be very natural. This island is supposed to be a very natural island anyway. So wait, what flowers do I have already down here? Okay, let's put the pansy in here. Yeah, it's supposed to be a very natural-ish island, and so I don't want it to be too crazy town, you know? I want it to be more nature related and stuff like that. So I feel like this is a nice little blend here to have a little natural entranceway here. All right, and then let me put a little fencing in. I haven't used too much of this up front, and I feel like that could add a little bit of color and something in here too. So let's put a little extra in on these edges, and then we'll put another bush in right in front of this tree here. And then let's put a flower up in here. I love the hyacinth. It's actually one of my very favorite flowers in this game. So just a fun fact there. Let's put another flower back here. And yet another one right here. Perfect. Can I fit another tree right here? Let me see. What tree do I have there? Okay, so what if I did a large hardwood? Yeah. Kind of like that. I don't really normally like them lined up, but when they're different trees, it's kind of okay. That'll kind of like sort of hide this little area here. And then we'll go ahead and plant a flower in front of this guy too. You know, we still gotta be pretty. We still gotta be pretty. Okay. I'm apprehensive about putting bushes and stuff along the walkway here because it might get kind of tight, but let me see if it'll fit. Okay, let's put another bush in here. Ooh, gosh, I got that one in half bloom. That's weird. Okay. Didn't intend on doing that. And then I want to put another one of those silent princesses in here. So let me try doing that. Let's do this. And then then I'll just turn that around a little bit. There we go. Still able to walk, which is good. And then let's put another silent, let's just carry on our silent princess situation up here. Place that there. Uh-oh. Hello. There we go. Yeah, that kind of makes it, oh shoot, am I scooching? No. Let's try to put it over here. I do love that those hydrangeas turn green at points in time, you know? It makes me so happy. Okay, push you, turn, whoops, nope, that way. There we go. Yeah, we don't want to be scoochy. Alright, I love that. That's very cool. Killer. Okay, love it. So we're nearly done with this whole section. What I need to do now is just do a bunch of filling in. We've got the front end done, so this part is finished. Then we're going to head through our gates. I want to put just a bunch of flowers and stuff along up and through here. This is kind of finished with all the trees. I just need to throw in some flowers in between there and that'll be done. We got our top waterfall done over here. I want to put a few more flowers along this little edge right here too. And then we're going to do the same thing along here. So I think I'll do the silent princess, bush, silent princess, bush, silent princess kind of situation. And then around here, we're going to have to put some trees and bushes and things in here. And then I'm just going to go up on this hill and actually just kind of do the same thing I've been doing on that whole other area. And you guys haven't seen this section yet, but I went ahead and did this side of the island. I've already done all my beaches, so I just completed those today actually. This is my little area of my blue beach that's on the side of the castle this away. And so then if you come down here, the purple actually starts right here. So we have just a tiny Scotia blue and then it goes into the purple section. And this is going to be our purple area. And yes, I did it. I made an eggplant garden over here. And we'll continue to be working on that as we go. But yeah, let me do all this filler because I feel like the filler is just boring. It's not anything you need to see how my creativeness is working or whatever. It's not that big of a deal. And then I'll be back with you and show you the finished product when I'm all done. So I'll be with you in just a minute. All right, I am back. Let's go take a tour of our little blue area. I'm so excited. All right, let's go over here. So this is how it ended up. Here's our entranceway here. I know you've seen most of this if you've been watching. I put an extra little butterfly over there, and you know, we've got all this little walkway kind of similar, right? And then this is our gate to the castle. And then if you walk in here, we've got this little hill of water and everything over here. We've got our cool Valiant statue and some benches to sit on. April's beautiful wheelchair. And next to the beautiful statue. And then we've got this fantastic castle behind us here. And if you continue off to the side over here, we have a little pond in the middle there. I went ahead and put the lighthouse in the back along the coast over there. And then this is our little windmill hill where there's a bunch of trees and windmills and things like that. And then this is continuing on to the part of the beach that we already did. So yeah, we've got this whole area here. And that was already kind of here before we started today, but you know, I just figured I'd show it to you again. So anyway, that is the end of the blue part of our island. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching this, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, I would love if you would do that. Also, if you would give the channel a like, the video a like, I would appreciate that as well. And otherwise, I will see you on the next one where we're going to do purple, as you can see right in front of me. So I will see you soon. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.